Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Hey, everybody. We're rocking out with Prince, but you can't hear that, hopefully. Otherwise, the music royalty Facebook police will say, boo-boo, you can't play Prince on Hy-Vee Today unless you pay the money. And we're definitely not paying any music royalty licensing fees because it's ridiculously expensive. Welcome into the program. It's the 21st of June, I believe. Good to be with you. We have a fun show today. It smells good over here already, which is a great sign. That means Chef Tess is hard at work getting ready because Chef Tess will be rocking lunch from 11:30 to 1:30 up front with the delightful chicken burritos or burrito bowls. And at this very moment, Chef Tess, you are working on, well, I can see beans and then a pan of rice. Oh, wow. Hold on. Here, you just keep moving your mouth and I'll fill in the blanks. This is the Spanish rice that's on the stovetop. And then that's a cutting board and a knife. How am I doing so far?
Let me know if you have audio, Chad.
I can overdub you, I think.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So this is my Mexican rice here for the burritos. Working on that. And then I'm getting ready to do some chipotle glazed black beans.
Nice.
And those will have a little bit of cilantro, some aromatics, and a little bit of lime. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go right into some pico de gallo. Okay. I'm going to shred up some romaine lettuce for those that want the burrito bowl instead of the burrito wrap. Sure. And all the other fixins that we're going to have ready for the burritos. I'm going to get all those ready today.
It's going to be good. And then dinner later tonight, 4 till 7, fried chicken sandwiches,
fried chicken sandwich, yeah.
Wow.
Really excited about those.
So you're going to fry all of the chicken?
Yeah.
Every piece?
Yeah.
And you're using thighs?
Yes.
I had a chicken thigh, I don't know what it was, cashew chicken thing last night for dinner, and it was made with chicken thighs. Yeah. And it was good.
It's the best cut off the chicken.
You are you're going all in on that.
I am.
Okay.
There's a lot of love going into
You would
today.
say, get ready for me to make myself look like an idiot. Chicken thighs save lives. All right. Write that one down, Betsy. Put it on a t-shirt. Chicken thighs save lives. All right, so busy day for Chef Tess, and we'll see what happens throughout the course of the show. I enjoy, it's kind of like a poorly edited movie. You know, you see somebody start cooking, and then you cut back, and it's like, whoa, it's done already. Look at that. I can't believe it. But Chef Tess does not stop working the entire time the show's going on, just so you know that in case you can't see her. Okay, let's get to our first guest. They are here. Seated next to me is Brooke McCullough and then Emma Morford with Team Staffing Solutions from right here in Muscatine in the house. Brooke, did I say your last name correct?
You did. Thank
yes!
you.
I practiced all day.
Us.
Emma, did I say Emma correctly?
You did.
Oh, thank God. I was really worried about getting it wrong. How are you doing?
Good.
Welcome to the show. Not that it means anything to everybody watching, but Emma's shirts have cats on it, and it's nice. I'm not a cat person, but I just like that you have like an awesome shirt that you can wear to work. It's great. Oh, yeah. I need to get some fun shirts like that. I would be a dog person.
They have a bulldog. Yeah, they have a bulldog one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, stop the show.
Periwinkle with white bulldogs on.
It's periwinkle.
Your color.
Your color. Obviously. So let's do some backgrounds on y'all. How long have you been a part of Team Staffing? And let's make it a twofold. How long have you been at Team Staffing, and what's your favorite part of your job? Whoever wants to go first.
So I at Team Staffing for a little over a year. May 15th was my 1 year anniversary.
Congratulations.
My favorite part of the job probably is being able to help people get jobs. That's always the satisfaction. I've been in staffing 6 years total. Sure. So it's always been my satisfaction to be able to help people have a job and be grateful. It's really rewarding. So that's probably my favorite part.
Brooke, you're on the hot seat.
I'm Brooke McCullough. I've been an account manager with Team Staffing for a little over 9 years now.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keeps me busy.
Favorite part of your gig?
I would have to agree with Emma.
Yeah.
Helping people that really want to find a job and really want to work and can find a long-term career, that's very rewarding.
How about that? I mean, I say it often on this show that, and I hope the number just keeps rising. You might have to just correct me if I'm wrong here in a second, but I always say that like Team Staffing has over 1,000 people at work right now across Muscatine. That number probably increases every single day or week.
Absolutely.
Certainly. But that is a powerful statement to be able to say that. So of course you both feel so strongly about getting people to work. They literally could come in with no job and leave. You're changing their lives.
If you have steady work history and you want to work, we have a job for you.
So when people would say, and I never hear people say this, but if someone tried to say, there's no jobs in Muscatine and the surrounding areas, y'all would say...
That's not accurate.
Right.
You have to be willing to put in the work to find yourself a job.
Sure.
Take the steps to put in an application, show up to your interviews, make a good impression, and then move on from there. So, yeah.
If anything, I feel sometimes that like the work that you do at Team Staffing, it's sort of like you're an agent representing a movie star, because you're going to work. You're working for these companies, and we're going to talk about that in a second, that have these openings. But then you're also working with these individuals to marry that relationship, right?
Right.
So it's a lot to balance for sure. But you're like their representation. Mm-hmm. I mean, and now certainly they need to show up, like you said, Emma, and do well in an interview and show up on day 1 and day 2 and day 400 or whatever.
Yes.
But getting to that point of getting that job accepted, I mean, that's a lot for you guys. So we have a great, you sent a wonderful image that I want to pull up, Ryan, of it's Team Staffing and TSI, and showing some of the companies that you are able to work with locally. And I know that a lot of them you're able to discuss, and then sometimes you don't disclose, and that's totally understandable. It's kind of like the FBI. So on the screen right there, we can see. So let's just touch on are either of you helping these companies find people? Let's start there.
Yes. So I work with Fresh Idea Foods.
Okay.
Sprouse, OFC, Lucas, Phelps, and Trinity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, Brooke.
So
okay,
that's
then.
not all of them.
Right.
But, yeah. So there's a wide variety. I mean, there's machine operators, forklift drivers, general labor, merchandisers for Sprouse here at Hy-Vee. We saw that the other day on this show. Like, you'll be in this store. Yeah, absolutely.
And let me tell you, the Pepsi stuff flies out of here.
It does. Memorial Day weekend, crazy.
Wow. 4th of July will just be bonkers, too.
Absolutely.
So, and then not to leave out Emma, but you are working primarily or exclusively with our friends downtown.
We don't like to say exclusive.
Okay. Because
anybody that comes in for a job, whether it's with the account, I work primarily with Alan. Him and myself work with H&I.
Cool.
We have anybody that comes in for a job, even if they meet with myself and Alan, we're happy to help them place them with other clients that we do have, just because, we're here to help. We work as a team. So say I have a candidate that's a better fit for Brooke, we help move them around the office so that they have a better opportunity to find the best fit for them. But yes, I do primarily work with H&I. Alan and myself kind of tag team that. And a lot of it right now is downtown. So.
Sure. So there are jobs, and again, we're going to get to the jobs that are out there. I mean, that's what's so great. It's not like you have a shortage. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Right now we have 130.
130 openings.
Yes.
Wow.
And
okay.
a wide variety.
I was going to say, so it's not just 130 of the same jobs.
No.
Or 80 of the same jobs.
Nope. That's with all the account managers and our different clients.
Could you find me a personal assistant?
Could you give me a couple days?
No, I thought we were going to I thought this was like Wizard of Oz. I just click my heels and my personal assistant shows
growing
up.
on the tree out back.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So we kind of touched on it, but certainly 130 openings is great. And I had written down the importance of having good jobs for people in and around Muscatine. So obviously having 130 jobs is great, and a lot of any opportunity that somebody can have to start a new job is always a good thing. And I don't want to assume, but it would seem like a goal would be to fill all of those 130 openings with people that are going to stay in those roles for the rest of their working career, or sometimes I understand
attempt to hire position.
And then sometimes there's maybe seasonal jobs occasionally, but yeah, I mean, it's got to be, so part of your job is getting people placed, but then also working with these companies when they say, hey, now we have 40 openings. Like, how often does something like that happen? or where they call and they say like, hey Emma, I have 10 openings, or hey Brooke, I have 8 openings, and you're like, all right, I'll get to work.
All the time.
All the time.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Jeez
Every day.
Louise.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I'd like to add, you know, we a lot of our jobs are in Muscatine, but we do work with the surrounding areas as well.
Sure.
So we have positions in West Branch, West Liberty that we place out of, and not to mention our other offices that we have as well.
There's like this incredible network of team staffing peeps in different places putting people to work. I mean, I bet the total between the offices is like 5,000 people are working, and that's just so impressive to me. Let's go to some of these current openings. We had a couple that were emailed over, and we'll pull those up on the screen.
Okay.
And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on this show, we do the team staffing job board, which I think is great.
Thank you.
Because the postings are very creative.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of the graphics, and then sometimes I have fun with the phone numbers. So here's one. So here's one. Immediate openings, downtown Muscatine. It's a smooth machine operator. Get it? Smooth
Are you going to start
operator.
singing?
Maybe.
Okay.
Up to $14.50 an hour. Openings on second and weekend shift. Full time in 30 days, Emma.
Yep.
So that's an opportunity to go full time in a month. And
Yes.
does that happen that often, or is it usually longer than a month?
It does actually happen really often.
Okay.
The ones downtown are our big focus, especially the last couple weeks. And this week Alan and myself have been focusing really hard for Oak Steel and Oak Laminate downtown for Han. But yeah, I mean, I've had people go in, and the 30 days is like you don't have to wait that long. If you go in, you do a great job, you show up every day, and you learn quickly. I've had candidates that have converted to full-time in 7 days.
Oh my gosh.
The 30 days is more or less for the candidates that, they're a good fit. The 30 days is to make sure they're going to be a good member for H&I. So we've had some candidates where, not unfortunately, but they just needed a little more help. And then when they hit that 30 days, then they were full-time, and then they also get a $1 raise when they get full-time too.
That's fabulous. So I mean, some people, 7 days, but it's nice to know that not everybody has to. That would be kind of a challenge for people to think like, I only have 7 days to do that. That's not what we're saying. You're just saying that this has happened, but man, after 30 days you do a good job, guess what? You don't have to go anywhere.
I'd love to see everybody convert to full-time after the first week.
Right.
I do hire some fantastic people, but it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah. What about just a nice even number? 8 days, Emma. Let's keep it at 8 or 12.
I like 12.
12,
my lucky number is 6, so that's good.
Let's go to that additional post that we had. So this one is with Brooke. So machine operator, 6:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. I tell you what, anytime you can get off work before 5.
I know, right?
It's really the best, right?
And that would be the very latest that they would work.
Wow.
They only work first shift there. That's at OFC.
Okay.
So, they try to get their overtime done during the week, 8 to 10 hours. Might be a few Saturdays in there, but really good company to work for.
Yeah.
And if you go to work, have good attendance and performance, they hire full-time as well.
So the thing is, like Muscatine and the surrounding areas, there are a lot of fantastic companies that employ a lot of people. A lot of people every single day, and they take care of their people. And a place like OFC and certainly the other ones that we saw on the screen initially, like I can tell you that I know people personally that have worked there or still worked for those companies, and nobody complains. It's just one of those things. It's like, wow, you almost think sometimes it's too good to be true, but the reality is,
if you want to work, it's a good place to go. Yes.
Right. And we look at the GPC logo, and you talk about a gig that could change your life in that $18 to $20 an hour range. All of a sudden, like,
with additional pay increases, with vacation. Yeah.
It's getting people to work. It's so good for the health of a community. And that's why, obviously, team staffing's been successful for over
20 years?
I mean,
Over 20
Craig's
years?
only 20, so he started this when he was...
We'll just go with 20 then. How's that?
He's 30. He started this when he was 10.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, my math is really good, obviously. Don't give me any accounting jobs, please. That would be bad for everybody. The best way for somebody to get a job that's watching us right now or going to catch us on the rebroadcast on cable. So certainly, and there's a lot of people watching on Facebook right now in particular. So somebody's watching this and they're like, yeah. I got to go to this job soon, and I don't like it, and they're all from New York, and they have weird accents. How would you, like, what would you tell them, Brooke and Emma? Like, do you want them to come in? Do you want them to, like, jump on Facebook or the website to look at the variety of openings? What would you want them to do right now?
I would say whatever's convenient for them.
Okay.
We're open 7 to 5, Monday through Friday. And as Emma mentioned earlier, we're going to have some extended hours during the week this summer.
Awesome.
Which, follow us on Facebook. We'll have that posted.
Sure.
And then the job fairs on Saturdays. But you can apply on our website, or you can come in the office, whatever is convenient for you.
And if it's easier to shoot us a message on Facebook right now, I'm myself and Katie watch our Facebook page often. She does it at night when she's at home. I see the messages come across, but we're pretty available to help our candidates get the right job, even if it's just shooting us a message on Facebook after hours. I mean, one of us are going to get the message and get a hold of you.
And isn't it, I mean, you don't have to have the answer because I just thought about this, but like the amount of people that are at work because they reached out on Facebook, like the power of social media is a real thing.
It is. Yeah. It really is. I mean, I can't speak for everyone in the office, but I know I think Katie and I benefit a little bit more because we do so much on the Facebook. But we do have people that'll message us directly just from seeing one of us share an ad or something like that. They'll message us directly, and then I can't tell you how often I'm like, okay, do you want to come in tomorrow? And they set something up over Facebook, and then they come in, and I've had a lot of candidates reach out to me that way, and I've had them get to work within a week. So
within a week, and I know that there can even be a shorter time frame as far as getting somebody plugged into a job, and that's why I bring that up because, you know, again, people, whatever your perception is, like, it takes a while to get hired on. No, it doesn't have to. If you're ready to go, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if someone came in today, they could work tomorrow even?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So if you do come into our office to apply, we do walk-in interviews.
Okay.
If one of us is available, we'll certainly get you set up for an interview.
Sure.
That way we can get the process going faster and talk about available positions and what would be the best fit.
That's so great. As we kind of get close to wrapping up, advice. So not only are you finding jobs and working with companies and helping people, but you're also preparing them for a job interview and just that first day and making a good impression. And there's a great picture from Facebook with some people that have gotten to work with the help of y'all. So that's also something that you have to manage, is sort of some of those interpersonal and business professional skills. And I know that that's an important part of what you do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
So that's something, again. So if you think about all the things, all these plates that you're spinning, a lot of multitasking every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So that leads me to, another thing that you're doing is keeping in touch with people that are at work and that have been at work while also because at the end of the day, we're all people, right? So if you see somebody at the grocery store, like here at Hy-Vee, you're going to want to ask them how things are going, or if you see them out and about. I mean, that's just another way to kind of reaffirm the good work that you're doing, I would think, right?
Yes. I email with a lot of my employees.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It just seems like a faster way to get in touch, whether they're working or out doing something. It seems like everyone is checking their phones.
100%.
So, and hopefully while they're not at work, but on break.
That's right. Don't look at your phone right now. Social media. So we were looking at the Facebook page. There's been some fun giveaways, Adventureland tickets. I mean, I see all this, and I think it's great because I understand how beneficial social media can be, certainly in a business like the one that Team Staffing's in, but then also stuff coming up. So later hours in the summer, some Saturday job fairs, and a blood drive. So let's kind of unpack that a little bit. Yeah.
So right now, Katie Cedarstrom, she's actually been working with the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center to schedule a blood drive for a Saturday. I believe it's sometime in the end of July, but definitely watch us on Facebook for that exact date.
Cool.
It's just, we like to see the community. We like to see people come out, even if they're not getting a job. I mean, it's definitely a good one.
They may know somebody that needs a job.
Sure.
So Katie's working on that. We'll have an exact date here in the next week or so on Facebook, hopefully.
Cool.
But the week leading up to that, our plan is to have extended hours to accommodate the candidates that are working but are maybe looking for somewhere where they can build a career. which we love. So
or a second job. We do
Yeah.
part-time jobs. So
So
oh wow, I didn't realize that.
we're trying to accommodate
Nice.
them to come in after hours if that's what they need.
Sure.
And then also we're looking at like the day of the blood drive to have a job fair wrapped into it, so like new candidates can come out. People that wouldn't think of, coming to team, maybe
Sure.
will head out and then get a better opportunity. Or even come to donate blood and then think, hey, actually I do like what I'm hearing, so let's get a job.
And right there on the website, Team Staffing Solutions believes in community involvement and supports the following organizations, and there's some excellent ones on there. So let's wrap up with address and phone number, and I feel like we've touched on everything. So not that far from where we're at. I always say across from Happy Joe's, but there is a physical numbered address, I guess.
that would be
Yes.
109 Lake Park Boulevard.
I knew that. I don't know the phone number though. 563.
262-8844.
Say it at the same time. Oh.
How cute.
You
So
two
cute.
just finish each other's sentences.
Sandwiches.
Yes, I was gonna go there, but I don't know if you would have got it. That's awesome. Show it on the map one more time, y'all. That looked good. Let's do this. Yes, on the old map, easy to find, not that far from Hy-Vee, across from, there it is.
Between Happy Joe's and Muscatine Vet.
That's right. Boom. Smack dab on the corner. You can't miss it. Brooke and Emma, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Please come back. You did a great job.
Thank you for
and,
having us.
I hope you weren't nervous. You did
Not
great.
at all. Thank
Okay.
you.
Now, when you leave, I've heard that if you brought fireworks back to the office, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Craig sent me a text.
Yeah.
He said bring
He's
about...
okay with fireworks.
Okay, good. All right.
I don't know about at the office.
Well, you got to
though.
get ready for fireworks Friday, which will be tomorrow, right?
Okay, got it.
Yes. Okay. Team Staffing. We'll take a look also at the job board on tomorrow's show. Back to the Hy-Vee Today kitchen, y'all, with Chef Tess cutting up some maters. Wow, those look good. A lot of good colors going on there, Chef Tess.
Thank you.
We're back in Kitchen Stadium. I'm Alton Brown. Hey, do you remember that one time that Alton Brown was at the Adler Theater in Davenport, and Isaiah Phillips and I were late to his show and we had third row seats, and he stopped the show and called us out
I
from
don't
the
remember
stage?
that. Do you remember the time that he came into town and went to the clamshell diner?
That's right.
Because I met him that day.
Oh, snap. I got one upped. Do you remember the time that I interviewed him when I used to be on the radio?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. Drop the mic.
Okay.
One up.
You win.
Thank you. But yeah, he said, thank you. Appreciate it. He said, what did the Davenport traffic keep you from getting here? And I said, because I'm a Weisenheimer, I said, no, Muscatine. And he was like, oh, Muscatine traffic. Come on over, sir. And also, I would like to send young Betsy in a moment. We're going to dispatch her to the Toyota Muscatine cot cab and send her on a mission. Man, that stuff that Chef Tess is doing just looks so good. Holy moly. Oh, Betsy's creeping around. Oh, boy. Thank goodness nobody can see her.
Sorry, I forgot about it.
That was a good creep, though. I think Betsy should just have her own show. Behind the scenes with Betsy. That's just what I'm talking about.
Thank you. Have a great day,
It would be
ladies.
such a better show. More people would watch. All right, Betsy, you want to grab the car cam real quick? And we're going to send Betsy to the produce department because it's a mega produce sale. And that kicks off today. So there's some great deals in produce through Sunday. Please check those out. Freshest produce department in town. Be picky about your produce. And Chad, wait a minute. Something's happening. No way! Delmer's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on.
Produce. We got some cantaloupe in there, too.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere. We need to get this mug on camera. Delmer has done, and TJ Deere's with us, of course, from Toyota. Tell TJ Deere what a prosciutto bomb means.
That is, we just show up every now and then because you look hungry today, and we want to make sure you keep fed. But we got some prosciutto sliced real thin. Got to wrap around some cantaloupe. Makes a great appetizer. Yeah. So give it a try, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy.
That's the best. All right, Delmer. I like a prosciutto bomb. TJ Deere, how are you, pal? I like that we have a shot of the prosciutto.
Yeah.
Look at how good that looks. That's breakfast champion. You ever had that wrapped around cantaloupe?
I have not.
All right. I don't want to be rude, but we'll get to that at the end of the show. How about that? I mean, I eat enough on camera. Right. So we have the Toyota Muscatine car cam, which is great, and I had dispatched Betsy to the produce department. We also have a tractor in produce, surrounded by Busch Light because this is America. So we got this mega produce sale. But I'll tell you what, TJ Deere, I feel like the Toyota Muscatine car cam is due for an oil change. So the light hasn't come on yet.
I like
But when it does, I'm going to just wheel it over.
That's all you got to do. We'll take good care of you.
I'm going to wheel it right up 38. What's the worst that could happen?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Just avoid the traffic.
Now, what the reality of that is, and not that I've ever tried to put a Toyota Muscatine car cam inside my Toyota Sienna dad van, but it could probably fit.
I think it would be able to fit pretty easily, actually. So, yeah, if you wanted to just pop it in there, you should be okay.
So, and we're not going to talk about my personal vehicle, but I DJ'd a wedding this past Saturday.
Cool.
And what I love about this wonderful van is it's the most comfortable seats you'll ever sit in your entire life, first of all. But the back seats, they slide forward. And I have all this room.
Correct.
And I can fit all my DJ stuff.
Yeah, that's what's nice. It's a multifunctional van.
Yes.
Yeah, you can haul kids, you can haul equipment like you were doing. And yeah, that's the nice thing about a van like that.
Now, I will tell you, we have yet to, Betsy's just almost juggling a watermelon. We have yet to use the third row. But certainly, with kid number 3 on the way, baby girl, in October, guess what?
That'll be huge.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get really good at popping that third row up and down.
Yes.
Because one of the boys is going to have to go back there.
Yes. 3 kids in a row is not always a good thing.
Right.
So to separate them with that third row will be very, very nice for you guys.
So we started kind of out of order. I have notes in front of me and whatever. I freestyle on this show.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. But I do want to go to the Toyota Muscatine Facebook page and give a shout out to Aaron Smith, who is your Teacher of the Month for June.
Correct.
From Muscatine High School.
Yep.
And I want people to understand that just because we are in June and soon to be July, Teacher of the Month does not stop. There is no summer break.
No, there's a continuous program that we run, and once again, as I've told you many times, we're very proud of that. And yeah, if you go out there, support the local teachers, and then we can give a little bit back to them and the community. That's what we're all about.
And also giving them a nice donation to buy supplies for their classroom. I mean, not only do they get to drive an awesome vehicle from Toyota Muscatine for a month, but the money to put towards their school supplies, that's humongous. I mean, that doesn't happen.
$250, and it goes out to help the kids, obviously, and it doesn't come out of the teachers' pockets. So,
right. Yeah,
it's a good program that we run, and we're, like I said, we're very proud of that, and we love to do it.
And I've heard from several, almost 3 or 4 winners, past winners, and they have just said, like, it's unbelievable how far they can stretch $250. And that's one of them, Gina Schlesman, who works here part-time.
Sure.
Works at Grant, works at Starbucks. But it's just $250, like, I don't know, that can really be a game changer, not only for the teacher, but for the kids in the class. So no matter what level they're teaching, it's just one of those ways that Toyota Muscatine committed to the community, 100%. And I'm just excited every time I see the new one pop up. Because I went to college to be a high school English teacher.
Sure.
And then all this happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and like I said, it's obviously we're proud of it. And the other side of it, too, they get a new car to drive for the whole month.
Right.
And so they don't have any wear and tear on their vehicle. Yeah. And they get a Prius C, which is obviously a super high gas mileage, so they don't have to use a lot of gas as well.
Now, I don't know if you've been here since I had driven Toyota Prius for the first time, and I drove it into the store.
Right.
And that was nerve-wracking. But those cars are so cool. They're so quiet, though, TJ.
You can't even tell they're on sometimes.
You can't even tell they're on, and the gas mileage. And again, like, it's not just the Prius anymore. Like, there's RAV4s that are quiet and getting ridiculous gas mileage. So that's what's exciting about what Toyota is able to do, is like they didn't just stop at one vehicle. They said, we're going to take this. I don't know if the plan is to go across all lines, but certainly they're not afraid to be innovative.
Yes, and that's a great point. We just got back from the dealer meeting down in Dallas, Texas about a month ago now, maybe 3 weeks ago. But the innovation that's coming out with Toyota, and the all-wheel drive Toyota Camry is going to be coming out.
Whoa.
An all-wheel drive Prius is coming out.
Gosh.
Not only do you have the gas mileage savings and the efficiency of that, but you're also going to have, in this area, all-wheel drive with those cars too. So it's going to be an added benefit, and Toyota's going to really be, like you say, innovative in that market, and they've owned that market, and now they're enhancing it even more. So it's pretty awesome.
We're looking at the website. Website looks good. So clean, easy to use. We've been spending more time on it. My family and I just drove the lot because we're maybe thinking that my wife's Corolla that we just picked up in November, again with baby 3 on the way, we may have to come back and go up, which is good
that
for
happens.
you.
Yeah, that happens. I will tell you, that happens more than you know.
Yeah, and I told my wife, I said, I'm in. I mean, of course, like it's a no-brainer. Sure. We'll go see TJ and Jimmy and the crew. June is National Safety Month, and I did not know this until I was cruising the Facebook page. You know, it's like this, TJ. You know all this, but for people watching, like Toyota Safety Sense. So in 2018, you can have a car that you could drive, you know, get 50 miles a gallon, no problem. But the fact that Toyota has these vehicles, you could be cruising on the highway and all of a sudden you start to maybe drift over and the car goes, or the vehicle goes, no, and it brings you back.
Yes.
That's just one of these.
Lane keep assist, they call that. Yes. It's awesome.
That, again, back to that innovation, safety is almost like the first top priority for Toyota. I mean, it's definitely close up there.
Couldn't agree more, and as I've told you many times, you can never go wrong buying a Toyota, but when you do get a Toyota, you have the safest car on the planet, you have the most reliable car on the planet, and on top of that, you have the best resale car on the planet. So you combine all three of those things. That's why I always say you can never go wrong buying a Toyota. So yeah safety is paramount for them.
Sure.
And they do a great job, and like you said, the innovation behind what they do with their dynamic cruise control, the blind spot monitoring, the lane keep assist. I can go on and on, the airbags. It's just incredible. So
all you have to do is put the seatbelt on. That's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Unless we're going to go back in the day when, remember, I don't know if Betsy, were you ever in a car that had the auto seatbelt? Oh boy, those were something. I don't think that's going to be something.
Those were a pain in the neck, weren't they?
Because then you had the one that would come across.
But no one
lap.
ever put those on.
No, they didn't. You would dodge the income. You try and dodge it. But yeah, I mean that's all you have to do.
That's dating us.
I know. Well, my uncle definitely had one of those, and I remember the first time because I was a tall kid, it like hit me in the neck weird, and I was like, okay, I think I'm safe. But no, yeah, National Safety Month for sure, and that goes down. I mean, that's just something that Toyota's done for a while, but it only just keeps getting better. Right. I
Agreed.
mean, like as the years go on, I mean, their R&D, their research and development has just got to be. I mean, they're just nonstop working on stuff.
They're on the forefront, and like you said, it's their number one side of what they do when they sell a car. They want to make sure it's the safest car on the road, and we're very proud to say that they are, and we love selling those kind of cars because that's one of our biggest values that we push when somebody looks to buy a Toyota. So
it also doesn't hurt, TJ Deere, when Reader's Digest comes out and says, "Oh, by the way, most trusted brand in the automotive category." It doesn't hurt when you have outside sources saying like, "Yeah, yep, you're doing it. You're doing it the best."
Absolutely. And I just got back from a GM training spot in Kansas City where the crew that works for Toyota, I tell you, these guys have been there on average 20 years.
Wow.
They're wily veterans, and they know what to do to take care of the customer, and obviously, like we talked about, safety is the number one side of it. On top of that, so yeah, it's a good company to be a part of, and I love selling these cars. They're easy to sell, and they're a great buy regardless of what kind of model you get. So
we were just kind of scrolling through the lineup, and you're not sacrificing any style with safety or these advanced features. I mean, you look at the different, Tundra, Highlander, Tacoma, Land Cruiser, the Camry. I'm telling you right now that 2018 Camry, it is sharp, and I fit in it. Driver's seat, passenger seat, front seat, full extension. I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
I'm a little bit lighter than the last time you saw me. And
you look good. You look great.
Thank you. Only 22 pounds in 2 weeks and 3 days. I'm on
That's
the TJ
awesome.
Deere diet.
I like it.
I'm just lifting Camrys all day. That's all I'm doing. But no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes the assumption, certainly maybe, 15 years ago would be you kind of sacrifice the design to have all of these because you're like stuffing all of this innovation into a vehicle. But anymore, like I mentioned, the RAV4 having the hybrid, like you're not missing out on anything. They've
absolutely.
somehow been able to. It's kind of like the evolution of the smartphone. If you think about it, like there used to be these big clunky Zach Morris things.
Correct.
And now you have a computer in your hand, and that's sort of what
Toyota's
been able to do.
Video camera, I mean, record. I mean, you name it. It's amazing. But they've integrated that into the cars, and obviously Toyota's done a great job with that. So, yeah, it's a great time to buy a car. I couldn't agree more.
So and we mentioned that. So summer, if you need to upgrade, and your air conditioning is on the fritz. If that's the reason they get you to go to Toyota Muscatine, whatever the case, certainly you're going to have great deals, and we're going to touch on those. But man, at the very least, it's been hot. And
it has been real hot.
If your air is on the fritz and you've been in that vehicle for a while, and you're just thinking, you know what, I work hard, it's time to upgrade. Just go talk to them.
Yeah, it's anything new or used for that matter. I mean, all of our used cars too. As I know, we talked about this before, but any new used Toyota will have 2 years complimentary maintenance. Anything 5 years or newer, under 100,000 miles, has complimentary maintenance too. So even if you buy pre-owned, you're going to get that maintenance schedule done for you already. So basically, you don't have to worry about your car for 2 years in regards to the maintenance side of it, which if you maintain a car and do the right intervals as far as taking care of it, that car should last a long time. And obviously being a Toyota, it's going to last a long time.
100%. Any incentives as we kind of get towards the end of June? So twofold. So we get towards the end of June, and then boom, here comes July, which can seem to be a hot month. But what do people need to know before we wrap up June and get ready for July?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I just came out hot off the presses this morning. I want to make sure I get this right. It's called the Star Spangled Sales Event for Toyota, starting now until July 8th. But they're really emphasizing leases. They've enhanced the Corolla lease, so if you do $879 down, and plus tax and license is a $199 lease. The Camry is $229 with $2,400 down and tax, title, license. The Camry Hybrid is going to be a $259 payment. With $2,700 down. The RAV4 is enhanced from $1,250 lease cash to $1,750 lease cash.
Nice.
So the Hybrid out there, you know, these leases, the Highlander lease this month is fantastic, but the Star Spangled sales event for Toyota's going on this morning. Just got out hot off the email, I should say.
Cool.
And the Highlander lease with no money down, tax, title, license, you're going to be under $500, $450 for a brand new Highlander. That's third row SUV. It's incredible that Toyota's came out with this, and we're super excited. And if you don't feel comfortable leasing, which we can explain leasing to people, which is a great program, it gives many people options. There also is a ton of 0.9% financing on all of our cars too. So yeah, it's a great time to buy. Summer, you know, the manufacturers know that summertime is when a time that people buy, so they try to put the best incentives on their cars to get them moved and get their cars out there. So.
And your crew is ready for sure. Smilin' Ray has retired.
That's correct.
You've been able to bring some new folks into the fold, which is awesome.
Yes, I love these softballs you're throwing to me. I was going to mention this too.
I read your mind.
I mean, you did.
We did not talk before.
No, we did not.
Up. Yeah.
Obviously, we've done this quite a few times.
Obviously,
yeah, we've added 2 new sales guys with Smilin' Ray went obviously retiring, and we wish him the best, obviously, in his retirement. But we have Andy Foster is new with us, and Frank Cruz is new with us. So we hired 2 new guys to help out any customer that comes in, and we've trained them well in how our sales process works. It's very upfront. It's free. There's no obligation. We give out the information, and like we tell people, our information's free, and we're here to help you guys out, make the best decision for that customer.
100%.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I've only experienced it like 3 times in less than a year with my wife, my mom, and then myself. So, you know, it's all there, you know.
Absolutely.
And even little things like my wife had to get an oil change last Friday, hung out with the boys, quick, easy. You know, Chad and everybody's great. Josh with Aber Body Shop is wonderful. I'm glad that we haven't, and you know, I don't want to speak too soon because certainly hail could happen this summer. But if anything, door ding, scratch, you got something that's frustrating you. You're trying to.
We see a lot of deer accidents this time of year already.
You have never hit a deer, have you?
I have. Actually, a deer hit me.
Right.
It ran into me. I didn't run into it. But of course.
You would feel like there would be some sort of unspoken agreement with the last name of
deer.
You
think so, right?
That they would just say,
leave me alone.
We're going to leave that dude alone.
He's one of us.
Yeah, unless they just wanted to ride shotgun in your beautiful Toyota vehicle.
That's correct. Yeah, which I would welcome them.
Absolutely.
Of course.
The last thing that I saw on the website this morning, and if it's not going on, you know, correct me, but I just was super pumped. It was like a college graduate rebate. And I don't know if that's still going on.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that was a thing that Toyota offered. I saw it on the website. I got really excited because, again, you understand, like, people getting out of school, getting that first job, they need a reliable vehicle. That's what I saw when I was online. And it just, again, like, nice touches like that. Like, you know, in the myriad of ways that Toyota Muscatine is a community player, and great offers and reliable vehicles and safe, like that's just something that I thought that's wonderful. Like, you know,
obviously,
because I was there as a college grad, and you want to have don't want to have to put money into a vehicle,
correct?
Just after getting done with school.
Well, yeah, and that's just it. So if you're within 6 months of graduating and 2 years after graduating, you qualify for this college grad rebate.
Cool.
And it's just Toyota realizes that if you're young, they want to get you as a young customer, guest, and take care of you. And obviously, throwing some extra incentives their way is a good way to go. And hopefully, people take advantage of it because, like you said, you're coming out of college, you're just starting out, and why not to better yourself as you get a great, reliable, safe vehicle.
And is it also true that throughout the month of July, you'll be buying fireworks from the MCSA fireworks tent, where a portion of each sales goes to MCSA, and then you'll be putting fireworks in the trunks of all the Toyotas on your lot?
We have not discussed that, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Nice. I say a Roman candle for every Camry.
Well, I mean, listen,
standard feature.
I'm not scared.
What about a Roman candle mounter? Like you could put it on like a suction cup, and it's a holder, and then you can drive and shoot Roman candles. Not at anybody, but just
it sounds real safe. You know, Toys about safety. So I think that's a good segue into that. Sure.
Yeah. All right. Fireworks in the trunk. You heard it here first. That's only a Toyota Muscatine. All jokes aside, it's good to see you, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming
Always
back.
good to see you. I appreciate it.
I enjoy shooting the breeds with you. I hope you're having a good summer with the fam, and it goes by quick, of course. Right?
Yeah, it's the halfway point almost.
It doesn't slow down.
It doesn't slow down.
If you want to try prosciutto wrapped cantaloupe, I'm gonna go in. Cantaloupe's not on my diet, but I'm gonna have one piece. It just like melts in your mouth. It's so different, isn't it? Savory, sweet,
salty. With the prosciutto.
The prosciutto, I could eat that all day on this diet. The cantaloupe, one piece. Not going to be the worst.
Actually, it's a little bit of fruit. That's not bad. It's a simple sugar, so
yeah, that's good stuff.
That's really good. Yeah.
Now, see, nice. I can't eat all of that because young Ryan Broderson, I almost called him Brian Broderson. Ryan Broderson. He's very hungry. So I got to make sure I take care of him.
Absolutely, good for the.
So we'll save some leftovers for Ryan. Chef Tess is coming back. We're going to go to the Hy-Vee Today kitchen and look at that rice. Oh, my gosh. That's a great shot of the store. Keep it there for a second, Chad. I like that. That's the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam up front. Wow, that is way up there. Thank you, buddy. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Look at how good that shot of the store looks. Right near Starbucks, which is one of my favorite parts of this place. And then it's also near produce. Betsy has been holding this watermelon for so long. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Look at this little thing. I could spin this on my finger like a basketball, Chef Tess. Look at this. So Betsy was just holding this little baby watermelon. Tony size. I'm like palming that. I don't want to risk dropping it because there's a little weight to it, but I ain't never palmed a watermelon in my life before. So Mega Produce, Betsy's just flexing. Mega Produce sale going on right now. Some great deals, and we're going to talk more about those in a second, but I do want to go to Chef Tess because she's just rocking. She's rocking and chopping right now on some romaine.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that romaine. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, it just looks so good. And if we can blend in that overhead shot, that rice just puffed up real nice, Chef Tess. Look at those colors, guys and girls. You got to get a grilled chicken burrito or a grilled chicken burrito bowl for lunch today, 11:30 to 1:30. Dinner tonight, fried chicken sandwich. What are you going to put on top of the fried chicken sandwich? Are you just going to take it as is? Are we going to do any condiments?
I know for sure that I'm going to do some pickles, and I think I might make those myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a seasoned aioli, so it's like a flavored mayo.
Nice. I was going to ask if you were going to do something cool like that. I figured you were. Yeah.
And then the slaw that I'm serving on the side, I'm going to serve it on the side, but it would be amazing if you got one of these sandwiches and then threw a little bit of the slaw on top of your sandwich.
Oh, snap.
But not everybody likes that, so I'm not doing it that way, but that's what I'm going to recommend everybody.
Slaw on a sandwich?
Yes.
You're a genius.
Yeah.
I've done that with coleslaw on like a pulled pork barbecue sandwich. But, wow, fried chicken. And you're going to be frying the chicken right here at the Hy-Vee Today kitchen.
Yep.
Like, this stuff isn't done. I mean, it's going to be done, and we're talking fresh, y'all. Fresh. So yes, please stop by for lunch. It just looks so good. Yeah. And then I should ask, so the grilled chicken burrito or the burrito bowl, what, are you using chicken breast for that, or are you using thighs again?
Thighs.
Wow. All right. It's Thigh Thursday, everybody. Right here at Hy-Vee today, talking about chicken thighs. Keto cooking class. So coming up on July 25th, and I know that is a long ways away if you think about it, but it'll be here soon, and I can tell you this right now, if you've been curious about the keto diet, we have got the keto cooking class that is going to, this will sell out probably by this afternoon. There's capacity for 40 people. There's the graphic. There's an event on Facebook. That event has been seen by almost 10,000 people. It's crazy. The keto diet is a high-fat diet. I tried it because I've been overweight for a while, and all I've done is change what I've been eating. I have not worked out anymore or any less. And I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it's helped me lose almost 22 pounds since June 4th. So that's real. And we decided we're going to put together a keto class because there's a lot of people having success. These tickets are $10. They're available at customer service. Chef Tess, Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Zigerman. They're going to be the stars of the class. I will be there in a support role, and they've actually been on sale for about 20 minutes this morning. I paid for this one for my wife earlier. Yeah, I bought a ticket early. Okay, it's my show. Okay, I bought it though. So get them while they're hot. $10 each. Learn all about ketogenic diet, and I can't wait to see what Chef Tess comes up with. I know it'll be great, and you love doing this stuff, right? I mean, not to put words in your mouth, but you know.
Oh no, I love classes. Yeah. Teaching classes is one of my favorite things that I do in this job here at Hy-Vee. So it's really, really excellent. I love it. I hope that we have a full house that night. I think we will.
You got it, dude. We're gonna have a full house. I think Uncle Jesse and Uncle Joey will be there too. We're gonna bring back the Rush Hour Renegades. Man, a lot of good references today. Just throwing them out there for your Full House fans. Rush Hour Renegades. You're not going to get that on any other show from a grocery store. Okay? You're not going to get that on Trader Joe Weekly. All right? All right. Today is National Selfie Day. Have you taken a selfie recently? Betsy's really good at selfies, I bet, and dabbing. If you haven't taken a selfie in your life, that's okay. If you have a flip phone, you can still take a selfie. What's the face you make when you take a selfie? And do you have one of the phones that does that face filter automatically where it makes you just look like you got the most perfect, smooth skin? I don't do that. I'm an imperfect person, y'all. And when I take selfies, I want them to show my gray hair and my imperfections. And if I have anything in my teeth, then I notice it after the fact. So celebrate National Selfie Day. Today's also Daylight Appreciation Day, so everybody's celebrating that except for vampires. It's also Go Skateboarding Day, which for me would be go to the hospital, because the last time I stood on a skateboard, I fell, and I've never been able to skateboard. I think it's great. Huge fan of skateboarding. Not going to do it anytime soon. But I did used to play Tony Hawk on PlayStation. And last but not least, it is National Peaches and Cream Day. Will you celebrate? One time at the Mississippi Valley Fair, I had fried peach and cream, and it was different. Maybe that's part of the reason why I've been overweight for a while, is because someone fried a peach, and I said, okay, sure. Fried Snickers, fried Twinkies. We should do that one day. Just a whole show of can it fry, and Tessa's gone. Oh my gosh, she disappeared.
I'm right
there
here.
She is. She's
right
back.
Here.
There we go. What about that? Can Chef Tess fry it and Tony not eat it? So it would just be for Ryan and any other patrons walking by the store. Can it fry? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. She's not disagreeing, so we're just going to go with it. All right. Yeah, so mega produce sale. Chef Tess cooking lunch and dinner today. I keep gripping this water. I kind of want to throw it. I'm having that weird feeling like I want to throw it. I'm not gonna, but I feel like I could throw this pretty far. I won't. No way. If it drops, the cleaning up a watermelon is like the worst thing ever. I'm not Gallagher, but I definitely could throw this. Like I could shot put it. So I'm going to just put it down. See Chef Tess for lunch and dinner today, Thursday the 21st. And then tomorrow on the show, we have 2 guests again. Technically 3. 2 guests at 8:30 and then, well, no, technically 4 guests. Make sure you watch tomorrow's show, Friday. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, fine. We're bringing in a T-Rex from the new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom movie. Darn it. We found the DNA in a piece of amber in Fruitland, and we have extracted it. And go ahead. Come around the background. Let's put T-Rex in the background real quick. You're going to have to go... Don't focus on her. This will be even better. You're going to have to go past Brian near that, like, bakery table. Let's see if we can find the elusive... Betsy Rex. Let's see if she'll pop up in the background. Oh my gosh, there's a Betsy Rex in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Star of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And then she just drops it and just normally walks back. All right. The last thing I want to mention, the MCSA fireworks tent opened up yesterday afternoon. And I wanted to be the first customer because that's so important to me, helping out MCSA. There we go. It's purchased with a purpose. No matter what you buy, whether it's 1 firework or 1,000, a portion of every single sale, every single transaction goes to MCSA. They're helping out homeless folks. They have the domestic violence shelter. There's so many programs in that building. They're getting people to work and into like fields like welding with MCC's help. I believe in what MCSA does. And if you are going to buy fireworks this year, why not purchase with a purpose? This is the only place in and around Muscatine that you can buy a firework and make a difference. That's it. And it's nothing against other people selling fireworks, but this is the real deal right here. The tent is staffed by volunteers that are connected to MCSA. Our very own Chad Yoakum was out there setting it up with the housing department from the city of Muscatine. And I've even heard that dolly back there, I've heard that. But I've also heard that our friends at Boxcast in Ohio are going to send a donation to MCSA, and then we will light up the fireworks on their behalf, Boxcast. I'm assuming y'all got some dough, so help out MCSA, which is the Muscatine Center for Social Action. Last year, they took care of and housed 104 homeless children. This is it. I mean, I don't need to say anything else. They're doing good work, and if you can help them by buying fireworks, please be safe with the fireworks and don't light them off until you're legally able to. I will say that. Let's purchase with a purpose and make a difference. I am done talking today. Thank you for watching. Thanks to Emma Morford and Brooke McCullough with Team Staffing for stopping by. Thanks to TJ Deere with Toyota Muscatine for hanging out. And thanks to Chef Tess for always working diligently in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. And we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. We're going to have ourselves a good time. And thanks to my pal Delmer for a prosciutto bomb. That was really good, I got to tell you. I ain't only had but 2 pieces of cantaloupe since I've been on this here crazy diet. And both times it was wrapped in prosciutto. That's how they would say it on The Sopranos, prosciutto. It's prosciutto, but Tony Soprano say, where's the prosciutto? So that's it, y'all. Mega produce sale. Rocking and rolling. Come see us. But for now, we out. Give me that Boxcast money. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions? Comments? Know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.